Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press Evening Podcast for April 26, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. We have a breaking news update for you tonight, as a shooting incident at the White House Correspondents' Dinner has raised concerns about security ahead of King Charles III's upcoming state visit to the United States. The monarch is scheduled to arrive in Washington, D.C. on Monday, where he will be hosted by President Donald Trump. According to Buckingham Palace, King Charles III has been kept fully informed of developments following the incident, which saw an armed man rush past a checkpoint, prompting the evacuation of President Trump and First Lady Melania from the dinner. Fortunately, no one was seriously injured, with a Secret Service agent being saved by his bulletproof vest. Government officials have assured that the King's state visit will proceed with appropriate security in place to mitigate any potential risks. The 4-day state visit is expected to include an address by King Charles III to both houses of Congress, a visit to the 9/11 Memorial in New York, and a wreath-laying ceremony to honor fallen U.S. and U.K. soldiers in Virginia. In related news, we've been following the story of the shooting incident at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, where a gunman opened fire on a security agent at a checkpoint inside the Washington Hilton. The suspect, identified as 35-year-old Cole Tomas Allen, is believed to have traveled from Los Angeles to Chicago and then to Washington, D.C., before checking into the hotel on Saturday. The FBI is currently investigating the motive behind the attack and is reviewing Allen's online activities and contacts in the days leading up to the shooting. The investigation is ongoing, and more information is expected to be released in the coming days. We'll continue to bring you updates and analysis on these developing stories as more information becomes available. For now, our thoughts are with those affected by the incident, and we hope for a successful and safe state visit for King Charles III, and that's the way it is. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then shall and know it's right now. In our previous broadcasts, we covered several significant stories that have been making headlines around the world. Firstly, we reported on the ongoing conflict in the Middle East, where tensions between Iran and the U.S. continue to escalate. A shooting incident at the White House Correspondents' Association dinner raised concerns about potential links to the conflict, although President Trump believes it's unlikely related. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has been engaging in diplomatic efforts to end the war, meeting with Oman's Sultan Haytham bin Tariq Al Said to discuss regional mediation and security. We also covered the 40th anniversary of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster, a devastating reminder of the dangers of nuclear power and the importance of prioritizing safety and environmental protection. Experts shared their insights on the factors that led to the explosion, and we highlighted ongoing efforts to shelter and protect the affected area. Additionally, we reported on the situation in Mali, where the military has taken control of the government and the international community is calling for a return to democratic rule. The country's president and prime minister have been detained, and the African Union has suspended Mali's membership. Lastly, we touched on a unique story from Estonia, where a pig imitation contest was held at an agricultural fair to highlight the country's struggling pig farming sector. This serves as a reminder of the diverse challenges facing communities around the world and the importance of supporting local industries and initiatives. These stories represent just a few of the complex and evolving events happening globally. At the AI Daily Press, we're committed to providing you with balanced and unbiased reporting, helping you stay informed about the issues that matter most. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. In our previous editions, we delved into the world of finance and technology, focusing on key players and trends that are shaping the industry. We began by exploring the concept of long-term thinking in investing, highlighting the importance of patience and perseverance in achieving success. We also examined Meta Platforms' ambitious plans to redefine computing and its potential to reach a $2 trillion valuation. More recently, we took a closer look at the upcoming earnings reports from major companies such as Analog Devices, Copart, NXP Semiconductors, and Microchip Technology. Analysts expect these companies to provide valuable insights into the current state of the semiconductor industry, which has been impacted by global supply chain disruptions and trade tensions. As we move forward, it's essential to stay informed about the latest developments and trends in the world of finance and technology. At the AI Daily Press, we're committed to bringing you in-depth analysis and expert insights to help you navigate the complex landscape of investing and stay ahead of the curve. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, NASA's Artemis program has successfully completed its first crewed mission to the vicinity of the Moon since the 1970s, marking a significant step towards returning humans to the lunar surface by 2025. Meanwhile, China is making steady progress with its own lunar exploration missions, dubbed Chang'e, and is testing equipment for crewed missions. Secondly, we delved into the latest developments in the search for life beyond Earth with the Extremely Large Telescope, or ELT, currently under construction in the Atacama Desert. This $4.5 billion project promises to be the most powerful telescope on the planet, capable of spotting Earth-like planets in the habitable zone. Lastly, we highlighted the growing threat to the Atacama Desert's unique environment, which is facing encroachment from urban sprawl, industrial development, and wind farms. The international scientific community is calling for updated regulations to safeguard these invaluable research sites and protect the desert's exceptionally clear skies. These stories represent just a few of the many exciting developments in space exploration and astronomy. We'll continue to monitor these stories and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we took a deep dive into the drama unfolding in Major League Baseball, where the latest developments have left fans on the edge of their seats. The story has all the makings of a classic tale, twists, turns, and plenty of suspense. We'll continue to follow this narrative and provide updates as more information becomes available. Next, we shifted our focus to the viral sensation that is CBS Sports' Claudia Bellofato. This talented reporter has taken social media by storm with her NFL Draft Day outfit, amassing nearly 2 million views and sparking conversations about the intersection of sports journalism and online fame. But beyond the glamour of her viral moment, Bellofato is a seasoned journalist with a wealth of experience in the sports industry, and we're excited to see what the future holds for her. Lastly, we broke down the NFL Draft's quarterback class, analyzing the picks and prospects of these young signal callers as they embark on their professional journeys. From Ty Simpson's surprising selection by the Los Angeles Rams to Garrett Nussmeier's potential backup role with the Kansas City Chiefs, we examine the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead for these rookies. I'm Howard Closewell, speaking to you from the world of sports. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currell.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we reported on a developing story from the nation's capital where shots were fired at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, an event that celebrates the importance of a free press in American democracy. The suspect is in custody, and the investigation is ongoing. Secondly, we took you to a tragic incident in another part of the world where a disturbing event unfolded. But instead, our second story was about a developing story from the nation's capital, which we already mentioned. So let's move on to the third one. Our third story was about how to protect our personal data in the age of artificial intelligence. As AI technologies like ChatGPT continue to advance, many of us are wondering just how much information these systems have about us and what we can do to reclaim our data privacy. In summary, tonight's stories highlight the importance of protecting democracy, the bravery of journalists, and the need for individuals to take control of their personal data in the age of artificial intelligence. We'll continue to follow these stories and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, Taylor Swift is breaking records again. Her latest single, Elizabeth Taylor, has reached the top 10 on the adult pop airplay chart, making her the first artist to have 3 songs in the top 10 at the same time. With 30 appearances between nos. 1 and 10 on the adult pop airplay chart. She's tied with Maroon 5 for the most number ones. Next, we're celebrating rock legends Lynyrd Skynyrd, who just reached a major milestone. Their compilation album, All Time Greatest Hits, has spent an impressive 500 weeks on the Billboard 200 chart. This achievement solidifies their place in rock history and is a testament to the power of classic rock. Finally, we touched on some other music news, including the enduring popularity of classic hits and the potential for anniversary releases or tributes to impact the charts. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll continue to bring you updates on these stories and more from the world of music. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm Joan Streams for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.